Hey, welcome to the channel. I was actually planning on taking a break, but I try to always make time for rants, and I also want to like clarify some of the things I said, because my last video I was very positive in regards to the PlayStation Deluxe, and I'm still, I still have a bit of optimism towards that. But with that being said, there's been some information that's come out recently that they're going to have a weekly DRM for the service, and that's something I do not agree with. As someone who regularly plays PlayStation 3, I'm not surprised by this at all. I regularly get told that I have to, renew or check in or sign in to play Plus games on my PS3 when it's not connected to the internet, and it's annoying. And I feel like it's something that it shouldn't be there. And I feel like we as gamers are the most disrespected consumers on the market because no one else is treated the way we are, and we spend the most money. Video games are by like bar none the most expensive when you compare them to movies and music. Video games are far more expensive. Like it's gone up to $70 a pop, and we spend that money and we get treated like criminals essentially. Like, can you imagine any other place where you go and buy something and like, hey, here you go, but I don't really trust you though, so I'm gonna check in and see if you steal anything every so often, but here, you can have it today. It's just unacceptable. And I mean, I don't care. Like I said, I like Sony, man. I lean towards Sony, but I'm not a fanboy. This is something I definitely won't stand for. I don't think anybody should stand for, and I feel like everybody should just not get the service. Even without this, even without the DRM thing, it's a lot of issues with the service, and on the game selection is just not there yet. You could probably get every game on this service. I'm not exaggerating. You could probably get every game on this service and go under the $120 cap of what they're asking for yearly. And I mean, come on, that seems to be like the more logical thing to do for me, even without all this other nonsense. Because I'm a firm believer in, I need to see the value. I'm not gonna buy into something and wait. Essentially, this is the main reason why I don't have a PS5 right now. I need to see the value, and I don't see it right now. There's some good games. To me, it'd be a better option than the X series. But with me being honest, I don't really see the value in making that upgrade yet. I need more games. And I was an early adopter for the PlayStation 4, but the early release calendar was a lot more attractive to me. It launched with Killzone. I'm a massive Killzone fan. It had infamous Second Son right around the corner, and they had just a slew of exclusives just dropping back to back then. It was a lot more enticing. I saw the value. I made the jump. I don't see it this time around, and I feel the same way about every video game purchase. If you don't see yourself playing a bunch of games or spending a lot of money and time doing something, don't be an early adopter. All you're doing is lining these companies' pockets because you're buying in at the time where it's going to be the most expensive. And most of the time with video games, let's be realistic here, there are lots of issues. There are bugs. There's all types of crashes, server issues, etc. When you're the first person to get something when in the gaming world, generally you get the shittiest version. So it's best to just wait, and I feel like everybody should just not buy this. Like, Sony will get the picture if the sales are down. And I mean, they'll be fine. It's not going to, bankrupt Sony, but they'll be forced to fix the service and make it a lot more attractive to the people they're trying to sell it to. And this is why I said on the podcast video, you shouldn't bury them before they're dead. And I feel like that goes both ways, negative and positive. You can't be for or against something without knowing the entirety of what's included in the package, because it could be good, it could be bad, etc. But I feel like now, with all the information that's out now, I feel like everybody can make an informed purchase on whether or not they should get this. I personally don't see the value. I don't think anybody should get it for Sony's asking price. And there's nothing against Sony. I think PlayStation Now is included. I'm not entirely sure, but I would just truthfully, if you're going for the classics, I would just hold off. This feels like it's a bit overpriced. It's a lot of issues, and the DRM is like the final, it's the final nail in the coffin for me. I wouldn't have got it anyway because the game list is too small. I feel like I said earlier, I don't feel like anybody should try to be an early adopter in this hobby. But thanks for watching.